Claressa would be able to fight me as if I were to be a professional fighter. If I go and train the same amount of time that she trained, and then I would get in the paint and the whoever. It doesn't matter.
Ladies and gentlemen, grab your phones and popcorn because the gloves are off. And it's not just in the ring. Claressa Shields, America's boxing sweetheart, just made a move so brutal, so jaw-dropping, even Mike Tyson is probably muttering, "Damn, that's cold." Tiki, yes, that Tiki, the one making headlines for anything but peace, is now in the hospital after what's being described as a sneak attack straight out of a Netflix thriller. According to sources, this wasn't merely a fight. It was an ambush. And the most shocking detail? The man at the center of this storm, Mr. Loyalty himself, Papoose. Why was Pop spotted leaving the hospital at 2 a.m. wearing a hoodie and sunglasses? Why did Claressa go live just hours earlier? With the message, "People gon' stop playing with me"? And, most intriguingly, why is no one mentioning the surveillance footage mysteriously disappearing from the building's server? This isn't just drama. This could be a full-blown cover-up spiraling out of control. Claressa Shields might be the GOAT in the ring, but outside? Let's just say the real battle is unfolding off-camera, and it's about to get even messier. No need to sugarcoat it. What went down between Claressa and Tiki isn't just gossip. It's molten lava with a side of betrayal. We're talking surprise attacks, hospital visits, erased footage, and a man who suddenly forgot who he proposed to just 3 months ago. So here's the real deal, not the PR-approved, watered-down version the blogs are trying to sell, but the unfiltered, gloves-off truth. And it all kicked off the night everything went down. What was meant to be a low-key VIP after-party in Atlanta, hosted by a famous promoter whose events always turn into social media spectacles, quickly turned into something much darker. Tiki walked in looking flawless, head-to-toe designer, fresh sew-in, champagne glass already in hand. Little did she know her night would end in the ER. Claressa, on the other hand, wasn't even supposed to be at the party. Word had it she turned down the invite earlier in the week, saying she was focused on her training. So you can imagine the surprise when Claressa Shields showed up that night, not in workout gear, but in 6-inch heels and a slit dress that screamed, "Come at me if you dare." According to 3 eyewitnesses, 2 partygoers and 1 security staff member, Claressa didn't bother with the drinks, the DJ, or even the VIP section. She went straight for Tiki. No smile, no greeting, just pure, laser-focused energy. Before Tiki could even process, "Is that Claressa?" Things escalated quickly. Boom, it went down. Sources say Claressa slapped the drink right out of Tiki's. Hand shoved her finger in her face and said, "You got one more time to mention my name on live." No small talk, no "hey girl," just an outright threat and a punch. And not the playful kind either. This was a full-on swing, reportedly sending Tiki crashing into the marble snack bar, banging her shoulder and head as she went down. And security? Nowhere to be found. The DJ? Still vibing to Summer Walker as if it were just another Friday night. But here's where things get shady. We're talking receipts, cover-ups, and Papoose's questionable role in it all. Let's set the stage. Claressa Shields and Tiki had been clashing for months, and, shockingly, it all began over Papoose. You remember when Remy Ma and Papoose hit a rough patch and he started getting close to female influencers and fitness trainers? Well, that's when Claressa made her move. She wasn't just coaching him. She was traveling with him, popping up in his stories, and according to insiders, even staying over after training sessions. Then came that notorious livestream, where a slightly tipsy Tiki hinted that Claressa was a bit too eager for someone who claimed to be just a trainer. At the time, many dismissed it as petty drama. But clearly, Claressa didn't forget. And now it's obvious she didn't forgive either. Back at the party and after the punch, Tiki allegedly collapsed in pain. That's when partygoers began recording. But here's the kicker. Nearly every video that surfaced was quickly taken down. TikToks vanished, Reels disappeared, YouTube videos were mysteriously flagged for graphic content. It felt like someone was putting in extra effort to scrub the evidence clean. Let's shift focus to Papoose. While Tiki was being taken out on a stretcher, guess who was seen outside the venue? Papoose, visibly flustered, managing 2 phone calls at the same time. One was reportedly to his lawyer, and the other, according to sources nearby, he was on the phone with law enforcement, almost as if he was trying to control the situation before it spiraled. But why? Why would a man who claims to be all about loyalty, honesty, and love be the one to silence footage, suppress stories, and, allegedly, visit Tesehki at the hospital without letting her family know? An anonymous nurse leaked to a local blogger that Papoose arrived at the hospital in a hoodie and mask, didn't sign in, and requested to see Tesehki as if he were some kind of undercover agent. "Papoose, what's going on here?" And then, just hours later, Claressa posted a cryptic message on her Instagram story. "One thing about me, I finish what you start." It was a simple black screen, no caption, no tag, just pure, unsettling menace. Fans exploded. Some applauded Claressa for holding her ground, others urged her to delete the post, and many raised the crucial question: why is no one getting arrested? Exactly. Where's the police report? Where's the surveillance footage? Why is the party promoter staying silent? And why did one of the top gossip pages pull their original post about the incident just 2 hours after it went live? I'll tell you why. Because this isn't just a petty argument. This is a full-blown scandal. And the more you uncover, the murkier it gets. Let's pick up exactly where we left off. A woman in the hospital, footage scrubbed, and a rapper. In a hoodie whispering into burner phones like he's covering up a mob hit, not a celebrity drama. Tesehki is now in a hospital bed, reportedly dealing with a minor concussion, a fractured wrist, and what doctors are describing as severe emotional distress. She hasn't said anything publicly, but a member of her team leaked a blurry photo of her in a hospital gown. The caption, "People play too dirty. All I did was speak facts." But the internet isn't looking for sympathy. It's demanding justice. Now let's get into the missing surveillance footage, which might be the most crucial piece of evidence in this entire mess. Several sources have confirmed that the venue had a minimum of 4 high-definition cameras, 2 aimed at the main bar, 1 by the entrance, and 1 near the dance floor, the precise location of the incident. However, when reporters and bloggers requested the footage, they were informed that technical issues led to the files being lost. Seriously? The only footage missing is from the critical 5-minute span where a well-known boxer is accused of assaulting someone? Come on, it's clear someone's covering this up. And fans believe they know exactly who. Enter Papoose. A viral anonymous Reddit post suggests that Papoose offered $15,000 to the venue owner to keep quiet. The thread even includes what looks like a screenshot of a text conversation from a contact named PapBuildCap, saying, "Make sure the footage is gone by morning." This can't blow back on her. Whether it's authentic or not, the timing, the language, and the apparent panic, it all lines up a bit too perfectly. Then, out of nowhere, came the shocking twist. A supposed voice note leak from a group chat involving Claressa, her stylist, and 2 of her close friends. In the audio, a woman who sounds just like Claressa is heard saying, "I don't care if she's in the hospital. She'd been running her mouth and needed to get checked. I warned her. She thought it was cute." Boom. That voice note has since been shared over 30,000 times across various platforms. Claressa? Silence. No denial, no legal statement, just a few quote tweets she liked, then unliked. Meanwhile, internet detectives uncovered old posts, including a tweet from Claressa days before the party. When you let a roach talk long enough, it forgets who's got the shoe. This isn't just drama, it's a power struggle. As a 2-time Olympic gold medalist, Claressa's hands are considered lethal weapons in some states. If this goes to court, her championship belts may be the least of her worries. The public is fired up. Justice for Tesehki trended within hours of her hospital photo going viral. Celebs spoke out, and even Remy Ma threw subtle shade, writing, "Loyalty isn't covering up crimes." That landed hard given her rocky history with Papoose. His response? Dry, lawyer-filtered posts and cryptic quotes like, "The biggest distractions are closest to you." Fans weren't buying it. Questions swirl. Why was Pap at the hospital before Tesehki's manager? Did he pay to bury the story? With past cheating rumors and now this violent scandal, it's clear. Where there's smoke, there's a cover-up, ready to explode. And the real question, why is everyone protecting Claressa, while the alleged victim can't even post from her hospital bed without being told to stay quiet? This is starting to feel less like real life and more like a Netflix Dead on Arrival series. Only the finale hasn't aired yet. What's next? Lawsuits, charges, career fallout? Because if even half the whispers are true, Claressa might still be the GWOAT in the ring, but off it, she's the villain. Taki has lawyered up with Cynthia Briggs, a ruthless celebrity attorney known for turning public drama into six-figure wins. A leaked court draft says Taki's legal team is prepping a civil suit for assault, emotional trauma, and lost income, after 2 brand deals were pulled following that hospital photo. One rep said, "It's too messy. We can't be linked to violence." Now Claressa isn't just under fire. She's costing people money. And with police possibly stepping in, things are spiraling fast. One witness claims Claressa threw the first punch and that security was told to stand down. Then a video leaked, Claressa in a mirror saying, "I'm not sorry." Meanwhile, Papoose, silent in Miami. But Remy Ma, she's checking in. Sources say Remy Ma has quietly reached out to Taki's team, offering support, not drama. One alleged DM read, "I know how this industry moves. Don't let them silence you." Fans are rallying behind her while Claressa's image crumbles. At least 2 brands are rethinking deals, and a whistleblower claims backup footage exists that could blow this wide open. If true, the cover-up won't hold. Meanwhile, Papoose stays silent, posting beach pics while questions mount. Will Claressa speak? Will Taki press charges? The GWOAT may be undefeated in the ring, but public opinion? That's one opponent no fighter controls.